Well, soybeans are officially a go. First field. Some of the early maturing beans here, so they're a couple green pods here and there on this field. It's mainly was around the outside round where I seem to see most of them, but I think the rest of the field is pretty much should be ready to go. It's nice to be able to run the MacDon header. I miss it compared to running the swather head. Man, I love this thing. Just a difference. Soybeans usually are pretty easy to combine. You just gotta watch out for dirt mounds and badger holes and whatnot. The usual crud. I mean, this field hasn't been doing too bad so far. Combining on the low spot here, and it's pretty much perfect, so. Finally had the first frost last night. That got pretty cold. I think we hit 30 degrees. So that should help speed up the process now for the rest of the field, so. Getting those beans in. I mean, that's a pretty late frost. So. But it's something to think about though, where it's October 7th, and this is the first day of bean harvest for us. And when I look back to 2020, we finished harvesting beans October 1st. And that was a fairly decent crop that year too. It's just shows how late this year is. So harvest is kind of behind all over the place here. I mean, especially the guys that they have cattle, they're a little behind, but the straight grain farmers around here, you know, they had a earlier window. They got more of their crops in before, so they had a little more consistency. But so some guys have been going for well over a week already on beans. A little bit of corn has been harvested too, just starting, I think. But this week looks pretty nice for harvest, really nice. I mean, as long as nothing breaks down, we're not in too terrible rush, but we do got a few acres that can go and get done. Some of the lighter ground that were seeded first here, earlier maturing beans. Getting the screwy part of the field done here, getting around the slough here and piddly area here done. Then it's gonna be a little more straight shots. They're not a very big field. Plus kind of keeping away the dust from the beehive, bee workers there for the time being, so keeping away a little bit of dust for them. They've been there most of the day. They must collecting a bunch of honey, so I don't know if they're gonna take the hives now or not. I have no idea, but they're doing a bit of work, so. I don't even haven't even ran the air conditioner in the combine. I'm actually in my insulated coveralls. It's pretty nice out. I mean, I really don't need to be in my coveralls right now, but I'm pretty comfortable in the cab. I say I've been here for over an hour already now, and it's starting to get a little warm in here, but it's fairly comfortable in here yet. So, God, it's nice running this header. God, it's a world of difference from that swather to this thing. It just seems easier. It's just how the hydraulics are plumbed. You know, those swathers are completely different versus the combine. I mean, same principles, but different setup though. Combines have better header control, put it that way. Plus a little more stable too, so having duals, bigger tires, so but we'll cruise along here and see how it goes today. As these beans are doing what they're doing here. It's been since 2020 since we had like good clean beans coming in here. Just a couple green pods coming in, but that's actually pretty dang good. I'm tired of having rubbery pods. I mean, it could still happen yet, but back off here. These suckers are thick in this low spot. They're laying this way from that northwest wind. They're kind of laying funny. I got to keep my reel down to grab them. They come pouring in and clean in there. Look at that. Woo. Yeah. At least I'm taking this low spot the correct way. That's nice. Boy, they are laid over here. Holy smokes. A little tough here, yeah. 2.5 miles an hour at just over 80% engine load right now. 85% there. Ooh-wee. That is some beans. Well, they are nice through here in this dip here. Pure beans in there. I'm hoping for average for the bean crop this year. Nothing spectacular, but hopefully, you know, it just comes to about average. That's about all I can ask for in a year like this year. So anything more, I'll be exceeding my expectations then for the year. So did put on a couple of those paddles on the reel, mainly in the middle, and I put a couple on the way outside of the reel then too to keep the edge of the knife cleaner. So hopefully don't need them this year. I mean, they do help when the crop is short, but it's just then when you got thick parts, then you don't need them then, or if you hit a wet dirt mound, it can possibly bend the reel. So like as I found out the last 2 years, that can happen. I know we should maybe have an air reel, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, would eventually pay for itself, but I don't know. It's another thing on here then, more weight. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, you don't want to you want to get as much of the grain as you can. That's what you want to do. But you know, in hindsight, if you got grain left behind on the ground, you know, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna go right back to the soil. So. Oh yeah, I should have avoided that. Gravel mound from a gopher piece of junk. Little pebbles, and they get in the trap on the header then, and they can slowly kick in the little pebbles in the header. And
fairly clean in there. I don't know if you slowed your fan down or not. It's tough to tell if there's anything coming off the back, but
yeah, there's maybe a couple just empty pods in there, real split open pods, but it's really not that much. Boy, that gets dark in a hurry. Sun is down at 7. This field isn't doing as good, so there's a big old light hill up here where beans died and didn't germinate, and or when they did germinate, they were a month behind. So it's, but getting in some valleys and whatnot, gets better then. But the moisture's doing good though on this field though. It's dry. Just some green pods here and there. Just can't be helped. Yeah, right here I'm going, I can tell, yeah, a little bit coming in the hopper there. And right where I'm going now, it's ripe. It's good to go. Just keep her moving yet. Some other combines are going half a mile away. Soybeans as well. Got to keep up with the neighbors, right? But I don't know how much more I'll do. I've probably got half this field done, but I don't know how far I want to push my luck. So whenever I decide to quit. Hey, there's a radish there. What the heck? Saw the purple. Stupid badgers, man. Too bad I don't see a badger right now. It's not like a skunk, you know. A skunk, I've ingested skunks before at the combine. Nothing to it, but I wouldn't want to take a badger through the combine. I don't know. That probably wouldn't be good. Probably similar to running a rock through, probably. All right, let's make our way home. Yeah, rough gouges. Stupid blade operators years ago. God, just, I don't know if some of you remember that idiot blade operator we had. For some reason, decided he just wanted to blade every darn trail and road in the county. In his area here, and yeah, bladed this road once and left gouges on both sides, so, and a ridge. Just, and now it's gonna be there for years to come. I could have almost left the combine up here, but church tomorrow, and I don't know, just probably check over the combine a little bit, just make sure nothing stupid on it, and it's only it's 3 mile drive, I guess. I mean, it's a little bit, but then, you know, I get the combine out tomorrow, squirt some fuel in it, and then drive it up here, then it warms up then, so when you get to the field, you're pretty much good to go. Good progress today, good progress. But we're a little low on storage, though. I'll have to make do.